Hi guys, just play Scorpio full moon playlist and join me on the mat in any seated position that's comfortable to you. So yeah, it's Scorpio full moon. It's a super moon. Scorpio rolls the pelvis, so allow your practice to have that as a focus. Eyes closed, hands come to the lap, chin into the rhythm of your breath. Add movement, finding any little kinks or tight spots. You can bring the right hand down to the ground and just lift the left arm up and overhead. Stay gentle here, easy in the breath. Take it over to the left side, right arm reaches up and over. Exhale, opposite side, inhale, left arm reaches. Draw the belly in, rotate the left ribs back. Bring both hands behind the hip bones and press the pelvis forward, opening up the front of the body, opening the heart, the throat. Opposite hand to opposite knee, taking a gentle twist here to the right. Twist to the left. Your own breath guides you. Allow the inhale to lengthen you as the exhale takes you that bit deeper. Keep drawing the belly in to find that length. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale to fold. Sway from side to side. Stay gentle, no forcing, no pulling. Feel the tailbone lengthen into the mat. Head is heavy. Thread the left arm underneath the right arm and then allow the right arm to wrap around the shoulders, trying to get the fingertips to meet. Head is heavy. Big squeeze. On an inhale, begin to rise. Lift the eyes, lift the elbows, open up. Exhale. Hands come behind the sits bones. Lift, press the hips forward, take lion's breath. Inhale. Let's take one more. Gaze is forward. Inhale. Exhale. Side out, tongue out. Then bring your hands to the lap once more. Allow the eyes to close. And maybe set an intention for your practice. Is there anything heavy that you want to let go of? Some old thought pattern, some karmic tie? Or maybe you've just got a kink in your neck that's bugging you. Whatever it is, let your practice give you what you need. Hold focus, hold space for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to love it all in. Exhale to breathe it all out. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Join me on the backs. Join me on your backs. Right ankle crosses over the left leg. Take the sole of the right foot all the way over to the left side of the mat. Take your twist. Gaze goes over to the right. And then roll over to the left side, coming onto the left forearm. Straighten out the right leg, and you'll be able to, the left leg, and you'll be able to rise up into a side plank. Keep the hips lifted high. Keep the low back long. Core tight. Release the bum down, bend the back knee, and come back to your reverse pigeon. A little sway from side to side. And then switch side, left ankle crosses over the right. Check in. Left sole comes all the way down. Look over to the right side. And then roll over to the left. Yeah. Lift the hips up, press into the forearm, side plank. Release the booty down, bend that back leg and come back. Draw the knees in. Come to happy baby. Stretch it out. And then once more, come down and take that right foot, cross it over to the left side. Find your twist. Rolling onto the left forearm, straightening into the left leg, side plank. Release the booty down, come back. Recline pigeon. Switch sides. Roll over to the right side, straighten into the right leg. Right forearm comes down. Lift the hips, use the core. Inhale. Then you can wrap that left arm underneath the torso if that feels good on an exhale. Inhale lifts the arm up to sky. Exhale wraps it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, wrap it under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, wrap it under. Inhale to lift. Set the booty down, bend the back knee. Return to recline pigeon. Switch sides. Right foot crosses over the left side. Come all the way over onto the left side. Bring yourself up onto the forearm. Straighten into that leg. Lift the hips, lift the booty. Take your dips. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, wrap it under. Inhale, 360 core. The breath's inflating. Keep going. Booty comes down. Bend that grounded leg. Recline pigeon. How do you feel? Release the ankle. And come into a bridge pose. This is lovely to help balance the Taurus energy. So use the glutes, feel the inner thighs rotate towards the sky, ground down through the legs, have a boogie if you like. Walk the elbows as close into the line with the shoulders as you can. Use the hands, take it into a supported bridge to press the pelvis, press the hips towards the sky, lift up higher. Good. Exhale, sets the spine down, rock and roll. And make your way to down dog. From down dog, walk the hands to the back of the mat, meet the feet, and take a little moment in a forward fold. From here, walk the feet out wide, especially if your low back talks to you. Head is heavy. Flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Pigeon to the feet and sink the hips to a yogi squat. The heels can be lifted, the bum can be much higher, but you feel that sinking in the pelvis, the strength. Then rise up and walk your way to a plank, top of the push-up position. You want to feel strong here. Bend the knees and come to a floating table. If this is a little much, release the shins to the ground and stay more grounded. If you're with me, really press into the feet so you can stretch the toes. The knees are drawn towards the wrists. On an exhale, press it back to a floating child's pose. Inhale, shoots it forward, high plank. Exhale, lowers it to a floating table. Keep the arms hugging in. Keep using the core. You can come onto the tops of the feet if that's better for you, but pick your battles. Exhale, floating child's pose, where you're sinking the booty towards the heels. Inhale, shoots forward, high plank. Exhale, sink the knees to a floating table. Keep them strong by drawing towards the wrists. Check out the tops of the feet. How's that feel? Roll over the toes. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, shoot forward, high plank. Exhale, release the knees and take for real child's pose. You earned it. Find your breath, let it go. Soften into the shoulders, reach the hands towards the back of the knees. Take this into a hip opener by bringing the knees further apart. And in your own time, rise up to table, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. No rush here, eyes closed. Wiggle the hips, move into the shoulders. You are just looking to get into every nook and cranny of that spine. Don't worry about the movement. It's not breath-led. Just feel it. Where's your tension? Where's your stagnant shit? It can feel really good to inhale into a cow pose here. Exhale, press the earth away, take cat. Really draw the hips towards the belly. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, rounds through the cat. Feel free to keep on adding in your own unique movements. Tuck the toes, come to a floating table if you're with me. Exhale, step it up and back, down dog. Walk the hands to the feet. Inhale to rise all the way up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. As you do this, lift the right foot. Open up the arms to goddess arms on an inhale, and as you exhale, step it forward to lunge. Inhale, rise. I just took it into a gentle twist. And then reach that arm up to sky. Left hand travels behind, find warrior two, bending into that front knee. Inhale, both feet turn parallel. You can take this into a heart opener as you exhale to warrior two at the back of your mat. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky, right hand reaches behind you. Both feet turn parallel. Inhale, open up the heart, widen the collarbones. Exhale, lunge at the top of the mat, open up the heart. Inhale. Figure yourself out. How are you going to step it back to the back of the mat? Right foot lifts. Wobble. As you exhale, take reclined pigeon, but standing. Seated Buddha. Draw the booty back. Keep the core engaged. Pick your drishti, your point of focus. Inhale, knee rises. Exhale, find the earth. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step. Inhale, high lunge. Warrior two, exhale. Inhale, left arm rises. Keep reaching, keep drawing the belly in. Open up the side of the body. Exhale, turn both feet parallel. Inhale, lift the heart. Warrior two at the back of the mat, and then allow that right arm to lift to the sky. Coming through warrior two, wide-legged stance. Find lunge at the top of your mat. Step the back foot closer, and then you'll find more stability to pick up the leg and find a standing one-legged pigeon on the back at the back of your mat. Mental. What was I thinking? Wobble like fuck. Both feet find the earth. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to fold. Let it go. Stretch into your forward fold. Take any variation that you like. Walk the hands forward, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it to the top of the mat. Find lunge. Inhale to lift, open up. Feel the hips draw towards the belly. The low back lengthens in between the legs. The exhale takes you to a warrior two in your own time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Find high lunge at the back of your mat. the very base of your shoulder blades are traveling towards the front of the ribs. That's what helps open up the upper back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, turn both feet parallel, maybe even slightly pigeon toes as you find your way to a lunge at the top of your mat. Exhale, frame the feet, step it back. Down dog tripod. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Step it to the top of the mat. Inhale to rise into a lunge. Keep focus in the pelvis. What feels good? Tilted forward, tilted back, neutral. Really straighten into that front leg, bend into the back knee to help stabilize you to open up. Warrior two in your own time. Sinking into the hips. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Turn both feet parallel. Come into goddess arms. Lift the center of the chest. Lift your heart. I'm not talking some hippie shit here. I mean literally from the center of your chest, feel it lift to the sky. And then fold forward on an exhale. Crown of the head is what pours towards the earth. Allow yourself to feel the tipping, right? The tipping point where you come forward slightly. You feel the backs of the thighs spread, the arches lift away from the mat as they press away from each other. Grip with the feet. Lift the booty. Hug the elbows in. And in your own time, begin to walk the hands back in towards you till they're stacked. Walk your way hand over hand until you're at the very back of your mat. Rise up into a lunge. Inhale. Interlace the hands behind your back. Draw them down the spine. Lift the chest. Draw the belly in. Legs are strong. Exhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Legs are strong and straight. Feet are parallel. Wrap the arms around yourself. Lift them up towards the sky. Exhale. Goddess arms. Warrior two. Inhale. Left hand reaches to the sky. Exhale. Frame the foot. Step it back. Down dog. Inhale. Roll forward. High plank. Coming over into a side plank on the left side. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Taking it through high plank in your own time. Roll over to the right side for side plank. Coming to high plank. Allow the forearms to come down onto the ground. Feel the hips draw towards the belly. Bend into the knees, walk the feet slightly further forward, making sure you're just in the perfect high forearm plank for you. And then if it feels comfortable to do so, interlace the fingers, really press the earth away and see if you can bring the heart even further forward. I should be further forward. My bum's a little high. Sink down to the earth in your own time. And then interlace the fingers again. Separate, bring the palm of the hand to the brow bone. Where the middle finger touches the crown of the head, that's your point of contact with the crown, with the mat. If you're familiar with your headstands, please feel free to take one now. Or if you're with me, support the head, hug the forearms in, and practice walking the feet towards the face. That's it. If you feel like taking a little hop up, please do. But make sure that the crown of the head is what's right in the middle of the hands. That's what's going to give you the support that you need. Keep the knees bent until you feel strong and secure, and allow the hips to feel like they're drawn towards the belly button as you hug the ribs together and zip your core. Belly draws to the back of the spine. Release when ready on an exhale. Come to gracious pose if it serves you, or take any sort of seated position. A few shoulder rolls as you make your way to your staff pose. Legs out long. Bring both hands to the top of the shoulders, elbows in line with shoulders, and take some Kundalini shoulder rolls. A little stretch from side to side. If you're feeling it, come to a seated forward fold. Look forward, bring the belly to the back of the spine, and you're reaching from the center of the chest. Let the head go. Bend the knees. Allow the belly to rest on the legs. Wiggle into it. Rise up on an inhale. Find your staff. And then take the left foot and find the crevice of the right hip for a seated half lotus forward fold. Hi, Scorpio season. Yeah, bitch. Jokes. All right, and then take the switch sides and bring the right foot into the crevice of the left hip. No two sides are the same. Your masculine, your feminine energy, it's not going to be equally balanced unless you're, maybe it is. But just honor where you are, exactly in the moment. Listen to the breath. It knows way more than you think. Let's just try that one more time. Left foot comes into the right side. If that doesn't feel good, you can always take it to the inside seam of the thigh. You don't have to go so far. The moment you find yourself overreaching, straining, let it go. What's the point? We're going to come into bridge pose again. Walk the feet further forward, use the glutes, use the thighs. Arms hug in, hands to the small of the back. If you feel pretty strong here, you can release the hands to the ground. Take it into the shoulders. All right, from here, flip the palms. If you want to practice wheel pose, hug the elbows in, straighten into the arms, ground into the legs. Let them lift you to the sky. Glutes on, core engaged. Heart is pressing up and forward so that the arms stay in line with the ears. To slowly release, bend the elbows, hug them in. Let the head come down first and then the shoulders, spine piece by piece. Hug the knees in. Check with the low back. Happy baby, y'all. Hands to the inside arches of the feet. Knees draw towards the shoulders, soften the jaw. Eyes closed. A little sway from side to side. Any other practice or any other stretch or posture that you feel like your practice is missing, please go ahead and take it now. Draw the knees in towards the chest. If you're with me, nose comes to the knees. From here, we'll come to a shoulder stand. So you scoop the low back off the mat using the core. Hands come to the small of the back, walking them up towards the shoulders. The legs lengthen towards the ground, keeping the gaze going straight up towards the toes. You can begin to bring the feet behind you. Gaze goes in between the legs at this point. Bend the knees, let them come round the ears, the shoulders. Keep the hands supporting you, toes tucked, whatever works. Taking it into deaf man's pose or plow pose. In your own time, you can slowly release the back all the way onto the mat. Shuffle yourself up or down your mat. Loosey-goosey here. Grab your blanket, your cushion, whatever you may need for Savasana. Get ready to settle in. Let your feet go wide. Roll those toes out. Soften. Get cozy. Come home. There is no wrong way to do this. Let the body settle. And as the body settles and the rhythm of the heartbeat settles, notice the softness of the breath. This is just the part of the practice where we process and release, taking what we need and letting go of everything else. So let the mind wander, let it go where it needs to. And if you ever find yourself reacting to the thought patterns, come back to the anchor of the breath each and every time. Bring some awareness into your body by feeling yourself on your mat, noticing the temperature of the room on your skin. Bring your mind back into focus by, on an inhale, reaching the arms long behind you overhead, giving yourself a stretch. Drawing the knees in towards your chest and either rolling over to the side or rock and rolling to a seated position. Allow the eyes to close. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Remind yourself of your intention, your point of focus. Just take a second to notice how you feel as you bow forward, thanking yourself for carving time out of your busy day just for you.